And what do you think the goals of the San Antonio Tea Party are?
The, first, I really need for people to know it's not really about lower taxes right now, because although we expect our taxes to go up in the future, you know, they haven't been raised yet. So I really think that a lot of us are shocked about the power grab in Washington and the amount of spending and the unconscionable level of debt, putting our kids and our grandkids into debt. That just seems so not right to try to fix an economic problem by putting it on the backs of our children. I mean, the way our economy works is with booms and busts. I mean, that's the nature of it. And for political reasons to stop a downturn, when really it's in a free market way, it's best for the economy if it just happens, it's just not fair, you know, to put it on our children.
How do you feel about constitutional infringement?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what happened?
What blood shooting up through my eyes.
Yeah, I need duct tape. What happened to states' rights? I mean, the whole idea that the federal government is going to give some money as part of the stimulus package to states in order that states can theoretically recover, but also the things that they have to do then will be mandated in the future, meaning the states will have to cover them. This is why the governor doesn't want to take some of this stimulus money. It's really not a gift. It's a little tidbit so that we will end up having to do more, even when it's not necessarily what the people in the state want to do. I want the federal government out of the state.
You know, with Glenn Beck, Ted Nugent, Janine Turner, and Joe Pags, you must have had your work cut out for you. How did the Tea Party committee manage to get that kind of lineup?
You know, it's an absolute miracle. I think we just had a meeting yesterday. I think we're all still shocked. Clearly, the first thing was Glenn Beck saying that he was interested in the Alamo. That was really just wonderful. And then Ted Nugent said that he wanted to be there. Steve Voss, outstanding singer, he was there as well. But actually, he contacted us before Glenn Beck. And I think the big names fell in after Glenn said he was going to come. We originally didn't plan such a big party. It just turned into a big party.
Gail, as treasurer, how do you respond to the allegations that this was not a grassroots movement, but an AstroTurf one, which was financially backed by the RNC?
Yeah, well, backed by anybody. That's just ridiculous. We did not get a penny from the RNC. This was the most grassroots movement I could, not even that I've ever known, but that I've even imagined. This was just a bunch of like-minded people getting together. We raised a lot of money through our website. We had donate barrels there. We had an artist make up a really nice design for a T-shirt, and we were able to make money on the T-shirts. And we made a lot of, we had a lot of donations that almost might have covered the cost of the party, almost. We had, do you know, talk about grassroots. On April 13th, we were about, I think it was 40,000 short of what our budget was. And I didn't know what kind of money might come from the fundraising luncheon. And we had to make some decisions. Do we have this, do we have this stage? Do we have this Jumbotron? And we were thinking what to cut out. And one of our members promised to mortgage all of his properties and cover the difference. That's not RNC. That's not astroturfing. That's concerned citizens who want their voices heard at almost any cost.
Stanley, as an average American, what did you think about the media coverage of the event, and more specifically about Janine Garofalo's wild comments regarding racists at the parties?
Well, I guess she wasn't she was probably the only Tea Party she was at was where they were drinking Kool-Aid, because if you went to any real Tea Party, all her accusations you would have found as really I guess you can call it lying. I don't have no other way to put it. And that's how I feel about it.
I can't, I can't, well, I mean, she called us racists. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Why would you call us racist? The fact that we don't want the government to reach into our pockets, I don't really, or to reach into our lives, I don't see what that has to do with racism. I am personally insulted, and I'm particularly bothered because 24 used to be one of my favorite shows.
So when will the next Tea Party be held?
It's not 100% sure. We're doing some more research this week, but we are planning a July 4th event. We have a tentative venue picked out, and so as soon as it's for sure, we'll let people know via our website. But the idea is to have more of a family event, not quite so large, maybe 10,000 people, not 17,000, maybe 10,000 people, and on July 4, more of a real Independence Day family picnic kind of thing.
As treasurer, Gail helped organize what is thought to be the largest Tea Party in the entire country, with attendance at 20,000. One local police officer told me it was the largest public gathering that he'd witnessed in his 30 years. And with 20,000 local citizens standing shoulder to shoulder, the silent majority is silent no more. For the Heirs of Liberty Press, I'm Beth Hafer.